Back, guys. Welcome back to another video. As you can tell from probably the title of this video, I wanted to really wrap up my year, right? Come on here, give you the real authentic view, because I get a lot of questions like 2024 was a good year for you, Kane. And look, the reality is that 2024 was a good year for me. But I don't want people to get wrapped up in the monster payout and automatically assume that 2024 was just suddenly the best year of my life and all of my problems are now solved. Like I've said before, I'm a normal guy from a normal town that no one's ever heard of, and online I'm Trader Kane, and on a day to day I'm just Kane, right? And I just want to really remind people that just because I made a load of money last year doesn't suddenly mean that I'm superhuman and that I don't have issues or I don't have problems in my life, including my trading life. The last couple of months were probably more tough than anticipated from a trading perspective. But yeah, look, ultimately 2024 was the best and worst year of my life in many different ways. But I think that kind of goes without saying. Most of the years always are, right? That, like, when I look back at it, 2023 was a very good year, but also a very bad year. 2022 was a very bad year. In general, I think it's easy for people to automatically assume that because of the online presence and the things that I post and some of the positivity and some of the negativeness, like more realism, it's just easy for me to just get wrapped up in, oh, you can't be having a bad period, or you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that. I'm just a normal guy, right? And I just want to remind people of that. 2024 was good for many reasons, various reasons in trading. The monster record breaking payout, the lab, saw some tremendous growth, probably too much growth. Got a lot of things to work on in 2025 to really improve the level of content that myself, Alex, and the team really push out from a lab perspective. We just constantly want to be doing better. I tweeted out recently that I want to make the lab the best community in the space, right? And that's my goal for 2025. Consistently, everything is secondary to making the lab the best community in the space. And yeah, I guess the lab has really shown me, especially over the last couple of months of the year, is that I have a lot to work on personally in 2025, from both my trading and my personal life. So 2025 is going to be about personal growth for me, right? I'm really going to be pushing the boundaries of personal growth, both in my trading and out of my trading, more so in my personal life. And I think that how I'm going to do that is pushing the boundaries, really getting outside my comfort zone. I'm a homebody, for those that don't know. Like, I travel a bit, but 2025 is going to be the year that I really set to travel. And that's going to allow me to build a lot more connections with people around the world. And that's another goal for me, right? Is really focused on those personal connections with everybody. Trading meetups, traveling, seeing the world, more real life content, like videos like this, sit down and talk kind of videos. More day in the lifestyle vlogs, like showing you my travel, showing you my real life, showing you the trades I take, that you don't see inside the lab and outside of the lab. The trades I do take, the winners, the losers, the keeping track. And I guess this is just my way of holding myself accountable for the year, right? I get a tremendous amount of questions asking me when mentorships, when this, when that. By the time this video's gone out, I would have released a form to register interest for a mentorship. Q1 of next year, I'll be in quite a lot of internet-friendly cities early on in the year. And as such, I'm going to dedicate the time to sit down and educate people on the basics, the more advanced stuff, and on how to become a fully fledged trader throughout. Why am I doing that? Well, I get a lot of DMs about it on a consistent basis. And apologies to anyone that has DM'd me and not got a response. I get so many that I just don't respond to them now. Um, but I I consistently always ask myself, why do I keep doing this? And the same answer is always persistent. I always want to be putting out education and teaching people that naive Kane that got involved in the space would have benefited from. And until that day really comes around where I can answer that and say, no, that's not true anymore, I'll continue to do it in the form of the lab, in the form of my live trading, in the form of, the mentorships. The mentorships are going to be few and far between because they're time intensive. So it's not going to be like a consistent, like, oh, my mentorship's readily available all of the time. It will be select short periods and we'll run burst mentorships. How that looks right now, whether that's a group setting or that's more intimate one-on-ones, is yet to be decided. I think the likelihood is that it'll be a group setting where I take a select number of people and I educate them on my model, how I trade, my psychology, the risk management that I implement, and the things that I look for on a day-to-day basis in the market, so that you basically can become a smaller version of me without the years in the market. So you'll have the knowledge, you'll have all of the, the 10 years of education that I've learned along the way, what does and doesn't work. I can cram into a short period of time, get that inside your head, give you all of the weaponry and education to go out there and kill it, and then get direct access to me. That's currently what I'm looking at, but it's yet to be decided. It's the truth. I don't want to put out a product for the money because I don't need the money. I'm not, people always say this, but I'm not one of the typical furus in the space. I make a tremendous amount of money through trading. And in 2025, that will all be made publicly available. My plan is to have a minimum of 12 month track record on a singular person account, verified. And once that's verified, everyone can kind of see that for themselves around what my results look like. Sneak peek into that, it's pretty good so far. And everyone feel free to hold me accountable to that in 2025. I want to be one of the most, if not the most transparent trader in the space, because ultimately on a day-to-day basis, trading is my job, and educating and living my life and doing all those things are secondary. As I said, the lab is my utmost priority for 2025, and educating people and providing people the knowledge to really navigate the markets is my priority, because the market's tough. It will beat you to your knees, and it will take a lot of money off you if you're, wading through in the dark. So that's really what I wanted to come on here and say, right? That 2024 was a tough year. 2025 will be a better year, but I can guarantee you now, it will still be tough, right? It's not going to be easy, and if you've ever wanted to work with me in any capacity, whether that's directly or via the lab, now's your chance, right? I don't want to do these consistently. I'm coming on here to say that roughly 6th to 17th of January will be the initial like boot camp, like 101 basics in the market, which will form the basis for all of my education stuff moving forward. I'm going to deliver the highest quality educational content that I could possibly give, because I don't want to do it if it's not going to be the best. And yeah, 2025 is going to be the year of travel. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to getting around the world and meeting a lot of you guys, and that for me is really important. I really want to build on the connections that I've made in this space. I've made some amazing friends, some of the people in this space that I now call my best friend. And I want to build on that. I want to build deeper connections with my community, deeper connections with my followers. I really work on Trader Kane this year, building my online presence, giving you access to my life. And hopefully you guys want to see that and you stick around. And if you don't, I apologize. It's what I want to do. It's what I feel is authentic to me. And I'll never apologize for being authentic. You know, that's what I want to do, and that's how I'm going to do it. I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate for doing a mentorship, doing all these things, but ultimately, I've been in this space a long time. I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've seen a lot of people claim that they could provide what they could provide, and I'm yet to see someone deliver an education mentorship that really encapsulates everything. Short, not too time intensive, simple enough to understand, but complex enough so that it's actually providing you value. Um, and myself and the team have been really working on what that looks like. And I'm excited to drop it in 2025 ultimately. It's not something that I've rushed into. I've had numerous DMs over the years offering me silly amounts of money, to which I've never accepted. And yeah, like I said, you want to work with me, there'll be a link down in the description around applying. It's not for everybody, and I'm not going to take on people that absolutely know nothing about trading, because I feel like you should grind your teeth down in the market before that. And the truth of the matter is some of the real basic stuff, like super basic stuff, I've forgotten, and I don't really care about admitting that. I've forgotten why a candle stick prints the way it prints, right? Um, I really have to think about it to how to describe it, because it's so second nature to me. So things like that, I want to do the education that I want to do, and I want to educate people the way that I want to do it. If you want to work with me, there'll be a link down in the description. Apply. If you're successful, you'll get an email, and if not, I'm sure there'll be another opportunity. And again, if there is another opportunity, the lab will still always be readily available at a cheap price point for people to subscribe on a monthly basis and unsubscribe. I live trade there every single day, most of the days. So yeah, if you're stuck currently in the market, this is the video for you. If not, keep doing the do. The market's going to be hard. It's going to humble you at the best of times. Just remain optimistic and pessimistic at the same time. Don't over egg your bets in the market. Remain consistent. That's the number one thing in this space that will keep you in it, is consistency. So let me know what your plans are for 2025. Let me know if you're going to apply for the mentorship. Let me know where I should travel to next year to meet up with some of you guys. I just want to sign off by saying I appreciate every single one of you for following me, supporting me, even the haters, pushing me to do better. I absolutely applaud everyone for the level of support that I've received, and I promise you I'm going to do better in 2025. So if I don't speak to you all before, have a lovely festive period. I'll see you all in 2025, and we'll make it the best one yet. Thanks.